This is the continuation of an episode. If you want to get caught up, click the previous annotation in the top left corner of the video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. Maybe we can make it part of the story that Constable Jeremiah has some sort of secret electricity immunity thing now. Ooh, that's good. Let's see if we can write that in somehow. That means that whenever he, if he ever gets electrocuted by, and how high is his mechanical? Oh, his mechanical's pretty high. He's got 9 points of mechanical, but wow. I'm gonna leave that and see how long see what happens there. But in the meantime, while that's going on, it's like a Spider-Man episode. How Spider-Man had the practice line. Okay, go ahead, sit down and practice line. Although, actually what I want to do is, that's not true. I want to have him offer lessons to Tiberius, which means Tiberius will sit in the chair. There. I love it. Okay, here's the deal. You're gonna this is the best episode. You're gonna have to sit in that chair, and it won't hurt. It won't hurt a bit. Trust me. I had no idea that electric chair could do that. That's absolutely amazing. Let me know in comments below, by the way, if you mind me and you know, stopping to take pictures. I'm going to always stop and take pictures, of course, but doing it on camera or off camera is what I'm asking if you guys prefer. I can take them pretty quickly so it doesn't stop the action too much, but so he's like, have a seat. Okay, now first of all, just get comfy. And I would like him, I don't know what, he's playing basketball again. I want him to not autonomously go at this, because the autonomy on the basketball court is pretty large. So I'm going to take that out for him personally, since he seems to be the one over here. And I'm going to have him give love to, feed her a treat. And also, Tiny, you get a treat. Give love. You get a treat for, and you also get a rub belly for learning that trick so well. And I'm going to have you, after that I'm going to have you teach a command, and I'm going to have you come here too. I was busy over here watching the story unfold of this, which is just amazing. So, okay, now, I'm just wondering how long he's going to keep that amazing... Whoa! Oh no, you lied, you pay. Did you sneak that booty over the border? Nope. If you can't tell, that's the sound of me. You can't see me. I'm actually flailing around at my chair. God, I love this game. I think I say that every single time, in every episode. That'll be a new drinking game. How many times during an episode, how many episodes in a row do I say, God, I love this game? And if I don't say it, you know, then you don't have to drink, but if I do say it, you have to drink. And you just start up the playlist, the entire playlist of all these episodes, which is in an annotation in the top of the screen right now if you have annotations on, or in the description box below, and you listen to them all with your friends, and every time I say, God, I love this game, drink. If you're underage, drink juice. Oh, look at that, the light. Do you guys see that? The light's actually reflecting on the door. That's awesome. He's like, oh no. Did you do it? No, I'm absolutely innocent. I'm totally, absolutely innocent. Oh, no, you're not! Oh, you're so not. No, I am. No, you're not. And this will go on until you cancel the action or they go into needs failure. One last thing to share with you here, and in order to do this, I've got to give him some points. He's a new sim, so I haven't gone through my usual routine of giving Captain Horngold personality points, skill points, and that kind of stuff, which I do for every new adult sim, as I believe since they are an adult, they should have some points already. But I randomize them using the Sim Blender, fantastic little tool by 2Jeffs, which is, you can Google the Sim Blender and you'll get to it, no problem. So I'm going to go to Skills and I'm going to randomize him. And then we can just go off this tab and come back, and there he is. He has, oh, look at that, he loves to cook. So he has some skills here now. And the last thing I wanted to show you is, now, you know, if you're doing time, you know, if you get caught for some, like a misdemeanor, a minor crime, and the interesting thing is for all of us to think of what could be the minor crimes in Acanthop, and then what could, of course, are the major crimes. And the major crimes, I think, would be obviously murder, setting a house on fire. You know, minor crimes would be fighting on a community lot, stealing newspapers, stealing gnomes, for example, if you get caught or seen doing that. And you know how Sims do love to steal their gnomes. And so the next thing is Jeremiah will go over here and absorb skills. You can choose to absorb skills or absorb aspiration. In this case, I think I've given him some skills to steal. But let's see, if his aspiration dips, then we might get blessed with him having some aspiration failure in the cell. So let's do that. So he's going to absorb aspiration from Tiberius. We're going to cancel this out because Tiberius has already proved that he's a big fat old liar. And they move that back and get up from the chair, and excellently done. Wow, I love these. I have to admit, this lightning thing is really awesome. I think I might make him a superhero. Oh! I'm so sorry for laughing so hard into the mic. Oh, wow. That's just too good for words. What happened was Jeremiah's aspiration was so low. Neither of them have very high aspiration, so it backfired and it ended up sucking his own aspiration out. And now he's got 0 aspiration. Oh, wow, he's having a rough day. Okay, so I'm gonna have him, what's going to happen is the shrink is going to come now, so I'm going to play this out and see what happens. I'm going to turn Tiberius's free will on and see what he does on his own. Oh, look at that. He's automatically going back up to his cell to get something to drink. Look at that. That's amazing. Wow, what a good pirate. You guys are seeing this along with me. All right, well, if that's the way you want to play it. And his cell is locked again. Now, with the Simlogical prison system, you can actually, if you're using the prison doors that the system comes with, I am not, for the simple reason that I really like these doors. These doors are by Cyclone Sue from TSR. And yeah, so I like them, and so I am just using these doors and just keeping them locked. If you're using Simlogical doors, you can actually use one of these controllers to lock in all Sims if you have a huge prison, or lock in an individual Sim over here, clicking on their token and clicking lock in, that kind of thing. You know, allow in or out, that kind of thing. You could even have like a prison work area. One of the things I'd like to do is to make a really hardcore, oops, wrong area here, a little heart. Oh gosh, there he goes. Oh dear. I love the face. Have a really difficult, camp with Sims who have to dig, and that's all they do. It would be called like a mining camp or a hardcore camp like that. Anyway, yeah, so this poor guy is just going. Here comes the shrink. But before we do that, let me just grab... There's so many pictures this episode. Oops. That was me not paying attention there. F9. And... Poor guy. And I like to get the lie detector chair in here just because it's such a great chair. So I'm going to scroll this out like so. And F1, and then start it up again. So we are here. Here comes the shrink. For those of you guys who have not seen the shrink, he's a fantastic NPC. Look at him. Buck up. Now, the interesting thing you should know about the shrink is if I scroll to another sim, if I go to another sim, say Tiberius, the shrink disappears. So any sim who's in the same room, and since he's training right now, he won't be coming down. Fletcher's missing this whole thing. But since he is in the same room, if someone were in the same room as the sim, they would be making those crazy sort of finger twirling around the ear motions that sims do to indicate another sim is crazy. So if there were another sim here, it would be pretty interesting because the other sims cannot see the shrink. Only the sim who is receiving shrink care can see the shrink. And here's the whole animation. And he says, "Let it out! Feel your inner roar!" Thanks! That helped a lot. I feel a lot better. Thanks, Doc. And there he goes. And there's the shrink. And, I don't know what would ever... I'm going to send him... I don't want him to get rid of these lightning bolts. I think they're so cool. So... I'm going to have him sit with this for a little while and see what he does. But I think we have a superhero in the making. Remind me again, for those of you who do know, what the... And he's still training the dogs, and they're doing great. There will be a lot more pets in Acanthop. Worry not on that. And he's just picking up that thing over and over and drinking from it. And I think that I'm going to have him... I'm wondering how I can do this. I vaguely remember, this might be in The Sims 3, but do you guys remember in The Sims 2? Oh, he keeps getting a note that he wants to... Oh, he's looking out the window, I see. To say it's hailing. I'm going to have him clean this up. Is that actually... How is his hunger? Yeah, that's not filling his hunger at all. I wonder what I should do with that. I'm wondering if I can have the sheriff give him some food. And that's part of the sheriff's duties, is to give him, like, the simplest of food. And what I was going to say earlier was, do you guys know in The Sims 2, if Sims will eat food... Yeah, and I don't know how I could get the sheriff to give him food like that, to be honest. I'd have to put it in his inventory as single plates. And I'm just thinking aloud here. He's got pretty high cooking. And Jeremiah's got no cooking skills whatsoever. So... yeah, because otherwise he's not going to do anything but drink. So, after the sheriff gets done, let's have him make some food for... Oh, actually, I just had an idea. I'm always forgetting about a lot of custom food that I have. Now, of course, I'm not going to give him anything swank. Here in, for some reason, it's in appliances miscellaneous, so don't ask me why. But here we have single, no, these are group plates, group meals. That he could eat. But I think it would be wiser to just make some single plates. So, in the meantime, I will let him keep drinking on his slop jar there. And queue up for the sheriff to make some meals. I'm wondering if I have all the lights on. It seems a bit dark in here. Yeah, I do. I really like my lots to be very bright. Okay, so they have some... What do I have? What do I want to have him make here? I'm gonna have him make many single plates of something really boring and not very... Oh, rice pudding might be good. I can pretend it's oh, I have some food in here that isn't showing up. I don't know what that is. Butter chicken? Yeah, dream on. Oh, how about miso soup? Or mac and cheese, or... You can see I have quite a lot of food. Even though some of them isn't showing up. I'm going to do miso soup because I can pretend that that's a sort of gruel. And I'm wondering if, when Jeremiah goes to the shower, if he will... Oh, I love it. Oh, and also, let me show you. These blinds are by Simlogical. And they are automatic blinds. They automatically go down at 7 p.m. and they automatically go up at 7 a.m. And when they are up, it's like that. And when they are down, it's like that. They are by Simlogical, and the recolors, of which I have many recolors of them, are mostly, I got them from Mod The Sims. I got some of them from a dead site that's long gone. I wouldn't even begin to remember the name of it. Oh, and I love this. Let's stick our face through the blind. So I'm wondering if Jeremiah goes for a shower, if he will... He mostly wants to do badges. He wants to get a bronze badge, so... Oh, and he's an aspiration failure. Oh, poor guy. Oh, here he goes. This is... I wanted you to see aspiration failure, so I'm going to turn him around. He is an aspiration failure because he is a family sim, and we, you know, sucked his aspirations out. So he's cuddling a flower baby. So sad. Okay, Sheriff is coming up to do that. I'm going to leave. I'm going to have Jeremiah take a bath and see if those, take a bubble bath. Because he's had a rough day. You know? The guy's really had a hard time. And then after that, I'll have him make some robots. But, yeah. Oh! He's telling me the toilet's in the way. And that's because I have this bathtub turned the wrong way around. Snap objects to grid on. Perfect. Okay, take a bath. Although I should have probably made him, or asked him to, Oh, I forgot the bubble bath part. Oh, sorry about that, dude. You could have used a bubble bath. Okay, and then he is making something that hopefully will look somewhat like gruel. And the first plate he finishes up, I know he's cooking right through the waffles. I think that's in part because of this modded stove that I have here, this stovetop. And the Sims have always put food through it, and of course I can move the food. Take the plate and move it. over here, but usually it doesn't bother me and I just stick it there. Leave it on the stove. But for propriety's sake, there's some gruel. So, now that we have something, we'll let him cook up some more plates of that. Because this poor guy is stuck in an endless loop of eating nothing but... See? He's just picking it up and eating it because he can't get his hunger up enough. So, let me save him from that. And have him clean this up. So the only part of the sim-logical system that I really use is the prisoner token. You know, the gruel part of it, as you can see, isn't really very helpful for me. So we'll just put some food down. And what I'm hoping is that he will sit on the toilet. Because if I remember vaguely in the past, as I mentioned earlier, there was a way for Sims to... Whoop, I want to make sure that green arrow is pointing the right direction. So I hope he can pick it up off the ground and eat it. That I vaguely remember seeing a picture of a Sim sitting on a toilet when there were no other chairs available in the room to eat. So let's see if that was... if I remember correctly. And he's still planning escape. I don't know what's going to happen. He just stands there and thinks about things. Yes. And will he go eat? Nope, he'll just stand. At least his hunger's going up. Finally. And there goes one of the doggies. Oh, they're so cute. Everything about them is adorable. He's probably going upstairs to ask for love as well. He should. And... wait, where are you going? Oh, you're gonna go sleep on the bed? There's no way I can ask him not to sleep on that bed. Forget it. No way. And he took a shower and he still has these, so... I know as part of the bat box that there's an option to remove stuck FX, but I don't know, I'm gonna keep it for now. Tell me what you guys think about that. So now he wants to be friends with Constable Jeremiah and play with Constable Jeremiah. He wants to gain a skill point. And I want to make sure that he can relax. This is the last question I have as to whether he can relax, but yes he can. Even though his bowl is on the ground there, he could still get around it. And he will also, because his fun is low, take out a book and read, which I think is fine. That also allows him to gain some skill points and some comfort. His social is pretty high right now, so he's doing pretty well. I mean, you know, for a prisoner. For a guy who's trapped in the misery of a small cell, he's doing pretty good. I'm going to turn this television off. It's one of the reasons why I don't like televisions. I'm gonna have you see if we can't get you a make mini. Start out with some toy robots. This is just amazing. This is Jeremiah's toy robot. The sheriff will donate these robots to the local orphanage toy store. Because he has no need to sell toy robots. And we'll do those in red. And I'm going to actually do this Jeremiah's toy robot. So, oh, and just so you, and for those of you who haven't seen this animation yet, let me show that to you. I'm very interested to see what Jeremiah dreams about, because that should have given him a good memory. Oh, darn it, he doesn't have a memory of any of that. Lost my marbles, became a superhero. Nope. And what he's doing right now is going to bed. His energy just dropped. Oh, wait a minute. What he's doing is standing there. That means he can't get into the bed. Can you not get into the bed? just need to figure out what this problem is. He only has relax as part. No, he can get into the bed. And his energy is low enough, so he should have the sleep option. I'm trying to figure out what that problem might be. Yep, and then he gets up. Let me change the bed out and see if that's the problem. I'm going to stop recording here for a minute and pause, and then I'll fix the problem and be right back with you. The problem was I have a mod which I'm losing my train of thought here. A mod which assigns bed ownership to Sims in a very certain manner. Max's code in the vanilla game does allow this to Sims to use if they use one bed, they tend to use that bed in theory, but it doesn't work very well. So by 2Jeffs, it's a bed ownership. And when the Sim first moves into a lot and you need to assign them their bed, which is here under adjust, bed ownership, own this bed, and the bed that the Sim is standing next to will be the bed that Sim now owns and will automatically go to. And if you haven't set ownership, they won't get the sleep options even though they're tired. So dude, where's my bed will also take the Sim and show them right where their bed, walk them to their bed. And then you can clear bed ownership if you want to change things around. So since I have just moved these Sims into the slot, that was the problem. So sleep in pajamas, and he should hop into bed and do his thing. There he goes. Okay, and then the sheriff is still making food. How much food has he got here? 3. So that should be enough. So after this cycle that he does, I'll cancel this action out. Have him go in here, go here, and I'll assign his bed. And then we're going to end the episode at this point. I'd like to know what you think about Constable Jeremiah becoming a secret superhero running around helping people. And also I'd like to know if you know which career is it that is the top level of which is the, oh look at him dreaming, the top level of which is the superhero career. So I don't know which. I don't know if that's law enforcement, if he's already in that career. And so he walks over here, and then we click adjust, bed ownership, own this bed, and then he will take care of his needs and go to bed in the right time. So I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the prison. Let me know if there's anything that you think I may have missed, anything that I can add to the experience of running this prison. If you have any questions as to about how prisoners will be booked, sentences determined, that kind of thing, of course, let me know in comments below. As always, I'll leave you with a nice shot of the good Captain Horngold feeling unrepentant about his crimes. Thank you, as I said, for watching, and you have a great evening from Acanthop Isle.